On board the notorious Lolita Express, the billionaire's private jet at the center of a sex scandal making lurid headlines across the world. Sleazy Wall Street tycoon Jeffrey Epstein used the Lolita Express to ferry a bevy of beautiful young women. Among the passengers, former President Bill Clinton and Britain's Prince Andrew.
On almost every trip that I did go on, there were young girls around.
We're back now to embattled Republican Senate candidate Roy Moore and the allegations that 9 women have now made against him. Lee Korfman was the first woman to come forward.
Man in the box. Man in the box. Welcome to Grunge Radio. The outlaw of the media, Michael Savage. The man who was banned from everywhere but this microphone. Pretty amazing. I was on a great show this morning. I had not heard of it. He's a great guy, Mr. Arroyo, Raymond Arroyo, a cable show out of Washington that goes out around the world as a Catholic radio show. I was told he was the last man to interview Jerry Lewis, one of my heroes, but he drew me out in ways that I was amazed. You know, I was talking about God, faith, and reason. Here are some of the topics that are banging around inside my cruller. It's odd to me, why are the same pseudos who are defending Judge Moore around the clock salivating as they read the unfounded claims against Charlie Rose? Shall I repeat that for those of you who can't reason? Why are the same pseudos in the media who pose as conservatives and defenders of traditional values, why are they defending Judge Moore, calling the women every name under the sun, while they salivate on the air as they read the unfounded accusations against Charlie Rose? I think it speaks to their characters, their credentials, and their credibility. Let me remind you that J'accuse occurred during the French Revolution, and it never ended until almost everyone had to face the guillotine. Where it ends, I don't know. I have no idea who's going to get it next. Who's the next white moose to get it?
The Clinton Presidential Library is refusing to hand over information on Bill Clinton's close ties to convicted child sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. One America's Rachel Roboto reports.
Former President Bill Clinton is keeping silent on his close relationship to a convicted sex offender as renewed attention is pinned on his long history of sexual misconduct allegations. The Clinton Presidential Library refused to respond to a request submitted last week seeking information on Clinton's close ties with billionaire Jeffrey Epstein.
2 weeks. 2 weeks, and I dropped out. In contract law, it's an exchange of something for something else.
Right.
Seems fucking pretty straightforward.
Well, that's what prostitution is, right?
Yeah.
Which is one of the weirdest things, that massage is legal, but prostitution isn't.
She's not backing down. Kaya Jones is standing behind her explosive claims involving one of music's most successful girls groups, the Pussycat Dolls, saying it was like being in a prostitution ring.
Some people are confused by it. You're clarifying that you weren't, put in situations where you were being paid to have sex.
No, not paid to have sex, but if you're accepting an opportunity for sleeping with your boss or bosses or being propositioned that it'll go further if you do this, what's the difference between a job opportunity and cash?
Robert De Niro just busted in disgusting act after calling Trump a lowlife. His acting career is over. It was not that long ago that WikiLeaks dropped the Podesta emails which depicted pedophilia in our very own government. Of course, the mainstream media has done its best to sweep this disgusting crime under the rug. However, there are those out there who are determined to root out these perverts hiding in our government and the entertainment industry. Over the last few weeks, new explosive allegations have emerged that point to a circle of high-powered executives and actors engaged in pedophilia and sexual assault.
Epstein was arrested in 2005. He actually was not arrested. He handed himself in. Over 24 girls testified against Mr. Jeffrey Epstein. And since then, there have been a slew of names, including former President Bill Clinton, who would be an excellent material witness in the case, and Alan Dershowitz. Former Governor Bill Richmond was also implicated. David Copperfield was implicated in the case. He's mentioned in one of the transcripts that Virginia Louise Roberts gives two attorneys in Florida, Brad Edwards and Jack Scarola. And so here is a number of politicians, of prime ministers, and a British royal.
Consent.